there's a lovely man, and he's wearing blue, and he's over there. How are you, sir? You doing alright? I knew I was going to talk to you this evening, even from the word go, because I felt, again, a lovely mum that was connected in. So, can you relate to your wee mum? Well, I'm hoping so. Is your wee mummy passed, sir?
She has indeed.
Because I just know she's coming in like, I don't have a son, I have obviously a daughter, but she's my only one and she's my baby, and I just get that feeling of your mother in the way it's like, he's my son. You know, she's really protective of you, and it doesn't matter whether she's other, because I know she's other children, but it doesn't matter, like in her eyes, you're her blue-eyed. That's the first thing I want to say. So I know you and your mummy were as tight as you could come, and you would have made a lot of time and effort for your mummy. You didn't just go up and see her every other Saturday or every other day. You were there most days, connecting with her and seeing if she needed anything, or bringing her in a wee paper or groceries, or bringing her somewhere, maybe the hairdressers or shops, or, because she remembers you were like a taxi to her. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you get me? And she's grateful for that. And she says, my son, Angela, he's the most kindest hearted person you could ever meet. And she says, and his heart at the minute is broke. Alright? Not over her. I know that. But she says, but I know, son, I know your heart's broke. She says, and as a mother to my son, she says, I'm here to console you. She says, I'm here, it's like she wants to lift you up. She wants to just give you that wee bit of comfort, to let you know that she knows what's going on around. And she feels that you're trying your best to process emotions. And obviously as a man, you're trying your best just to get up and get on with things. But your wee mummy, she knows you're struggling, and she says, but things will get a bit easier, like it's not all going to stay the same. She says, so keep your head focused, alright? And
Right.
you lost a wife.
I lost a wife and 3 children.
Because I have a wife now, here, and we'll see about your children, but there's definitely a wife coming through with your mum. And does the name Maggie or Margaret, is that your wife?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think your wife and your mummy liked each other. There's like a wee feeling, I'm not saying that they like each other in square few, but I think it's a bit of, I don't know, there's a wee feeling between them, nearly like, he's mine, there's something about the way they're coming through.
That's right.
I think you don't mind me saying, I don't
I
get,
don't mind the same.
alright, but in life, I think there was a wee bit of, they maybe didn't always see eye to eye. I think that's the right word to put it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just keep hearing your mummy, you tell them I'm with them, you tell them I'm with them. And your wife, Margaret, she says, you've come through, she showed me hospital, she showed me doctors, she showed me you've come through your own health concerns. And naturally, because of the amount of loss you've come through, it makes sense that it's had a knock-on effect. And your loved ones inspired your mummy and your wife here, they're both saying they want you to take care of yourself a bit better, look after yourself. Now, have you a son passed, sir? Is there a son now just joining in? We're making work our way through, but I have a son now, he's just went, Dad. So he says, Dad. Not even Daddy, he went, Dad. And he feels, I guess what I called you, to be fair. He loved the wee drink, and he says that but it wasn't just drink, sir. He showed me that he doubled around with, there was definitely other problems and drugs, that, drink was just one symptom of what he was going through. And it was the drugs that killed your son.
That's right.
And he's saying, he's coming in, I'm a big hard man, he thinks he's a big hard man, but he wasn't a big hard man, he got on like he was. And he says he's so sorry, because he's saying, you and him had words, but you had words in a not nice way, because you were trying your best to, you could see his path of destruction, you could see the path that he was on, and you were just trying to help him, but he frustrated you that much, you kind of lost the head with him, and you went off with him, and he was the same with you, because he said, he's coming in, he's like, And so, I need to apologise to my daddy. He said, he was only looking out for me, but I didn't see it at the time. And he says, it wasn't just you, Daddy, like it was all the family. I told you all, and he just threw the head up, and he didn't want to know anybody, or he didn't want anybody, and he sort of disconnected within family, and he remembers that, isn't that right?
That's right.
And he said that he's so sorry because he knows that you were just trying to help him. And he feels that part of you that feels a bit heartbroken because you didn't leave things on good terms, and then he went and done what he done, and you never got to say them words. And as a father, come on son, get your life together. That's all I want for you. I just want things to be good. And that's it. And he knows that was your intention. So take his apology tonight, and know that he knows what you've gone through. Know that they all know what you're going through. And he was a fighter, by the way. He loved fighting. He says that he brought to you would have heard things around what he was up to, and it brought a wee bit of shame, and he says, he's like, Dad, I'm really sorry. My head was lit. I didn't know what was going on. And he just says, but he's alright now. He says, I'm with Mummy. He says, we're all here. We're all here. Do you know who Kathleen is that's passed? There's a Kathleen over there. Now, it might not be the your mum, but there's a Kathleen over there that wants to say hello.
I know Kathleen as well.
Okay. You've got real strong women that's over there rooting for you, you see. And we keep just saying, look after yourself. Look after yourself. Your time isn't finished yet. You've a lot more living to do, even if you don't want that always, but they're ushering loads of positivity your way. They're the three main contacts. Maybe if I did a private reading, it might be a wee bit different, but tonight it's your son, your mother, and your wife Margaret. Thanks very much for working.